The moment of terror in the shadow of the Empire State Building, a destination for nearly 4 million tourists every year. Police were targeting a suspect with a gun. Bystanders ended up in the crossfire as eyewitnesses captured the chaos. The sidewalk transformed into a kind of battle zone. The shootout left 2 dead and 9 of the bystanders wounded. And ABC's Ron Claiborne spent the day putting together what happened.
It was like something out of a movie, only this was all too real. The drama unfolding on the packed streets right outside of one of New York City's most iconic landmarks. These images, tweeted by eyewitnesses, capture the chaos and horror. It began shortly after 9 o'clock this morning when a gunman opened fire on a former co-worker around the corner from the Empire State Building. The shooter then walked toward bustling Fifth Avenue, followed by a construction worker who had witnessed the shooting. That worker alerted 2 police officers on duty outside the Empire State Building. And then, just steps from the tourist entrance, the bloody confrontation.
As the 2 officers approached Johnson, he pulled his .45 caliber semi-automatic pistol from his bag and fired on the officers, who returned fire, killing him.
Witnesses describe a chaotic scene.
I heard 6 or 7 gunshots, very crisp, very loud.
Rapid succession.
Everybody heard the gunshots, and everybody just started scattering for cover.
I saw a woman sitting up against the building with her foot who had been shot.
9 bystanders were wounded. At least some, and possibly all of them, were struck by police gunfire.
We do know that the cops fired back. The tape clearly shows the guy has the gun out and is trying to kill the police officers.
None of the injuries are considered life-threatening. This is the 2nd fatal police shooting this month near a crowded Manhattan tourist site. Just 2 weeks ago, police shot to death a knife-wielding man near Times Square as horrified tourists watched and, in some cases, even videotaped it on their smartphones. Former Newark, New Jersey police officer John Shane says police are trained to shoot, even if bystanders might be at risk.
If you have a deadly threat, an active deadly threat, you have got to take action. And
even if there are hundreds of people in the background?
Yes.
The gunman was 58-year-old Jeffrey Johnson. He was fired from his job as a clothing designer at a nearby shop just about a year ago. His victim, 41-year-old Stephen Ercolino. The 2 had a history of personal enmity against one another. And Diane, the gunshots that were fired at Johnson were fired from just about 8 feet away, about the middle of that crosswalk there. Police say that they fired the 2 officers a grand total of 16 bullets in this incident. Police are investigating.